I honestly don't know what to say, folks. But the mod is kind of derailed at this point. I'm once again just a guy making models for a mod that almost everybody wants, but nobody wants to help out on. Now, my Skinner, he supposedly was working since Tuesday. I haven't heard anything from him, but I'm sure he's working hard. If he's not, I'm kind of at the point of not caring. My tech guy is around. His software isn't working, so unfortunately at this particular point in time, he can't help me. I had a forum of tech experts, legends in the field, and one of them decided he was just going to step up and spit right into my face. And I'm sorry, I don't take this sort of stuff lightly. I'm asking for help because I've got the Thunderdome plane finished, right? So I'm trying to get it all dummied up, and I'm trying to make sure everything will work in game so that it doesn't crash, because even without a skin, I should be able to get the plane in game without any major issues. So I'm recommended to go look at another artist's P-38 Lightning, World War II plane, all of that. I take it, I unlock it. For looking at it, I normalize it because 3DS, the Cam Studio script for 3DS Max just didn't like the mesh, as it were. So I pull it out and I get it all set up and all unlocked for my benefit only. And so I import it, and then I also look at the hierarchy, and I take a screenshot of the hierarchy so I can understand what goes where and how these all fit together so that I can do it for myself, so that I don't need tech guys so badly. I get told that unlocking this model for my use only, not for release to anybody else, not to allow anybody else access to the model, was called disrespectful. And then the person then goes on to say hard work, in quotes, talking about how I've been discussing my hard work with these models and these mods, many of which I made myself. You know what this jackhole has the audacity to say? He has the audacity to say hard work, hard work. Frankly, you're just around here because of the hard work of other individuals. Yes, that's right. Me, the person who's had at least my Mack truck that I built from the ground up with my sweat and tears, he's saying that that wasn't hard work. All the other mods and models that I have made that are waiting to be worked on, that have been sitting there collecting virtual dust, that's not hard work, that I'm not doing good work with the projects I do. By the way, if you want to see most of my hard work, link is down in the underbar, but I want to make some caveats because apparently nobody reads readmes anymore. You know, the readmes where I actually give all of the artists I work with credit for the work that they do, because I know what it's like to not be credited for hard work that you've actually freaking done. And I'm an artist too. You think I enjoy the fact that my mods have been stolen, but you know what? That's the nature of modding for Grand Theft Auto. But so I unlock a model for my own use on their asking for me to do this, because they're getting tired of me asking tech questions, and some of them just won't help me out. And that's disrespectful to the original artist. And then to add insult to injury, he has to go after my non-hard work and try to say that all my models or all my work has been done off of the backs of other artists. I told him, look, if this is what it takes to be a legend, then I would rather be infamous. Take me off the roster, because if this is what it takes to be a legend, then I want no part of it. I've been hard at work on this mod, oftentimes having it come down to just me doing all the heavy work on the mod for 6+ freaking years. And for this uppity little mother trucker to come into me like that and disrespect my hard work like that, what the hell? We have at times donated models where I have full permission from the artist to use the models, but you know what I don't do? I don't take their name out of the readmes. I have never said, look at my video past dev diaries. The only time I've ever unlocked a mod, I've relocked it for release as far as something that I haven't even released yet. Gozook's bike set from SA, I was told by Gozook himself that I had full permission to convert these if I ever found a way to do it, because he told me the mods were locked. And for the longest time, I didn't know what I was going to do with them. But eventually I unlocked them. I got them to work in Vice City myself. Thank you very much. And then I relocked the DFF files so that if anybody else wants to try to steal this person's mod, then they have to figure it out for themselves, because I have not and will never reveal how I've done this for Gozook's mods or any of the other mods that I've unlocked for personal use only. Oh no, I'm not an accomplished modeler to the nth degree, despite the work that I've done so far. No, 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 I'm just a copier, plain and simple. And all I ever do is I steal other people's works and I try to claim that they're my own. I came out of retirement for this. I brought the mod as well as my modeling out of retirement to be disrespected like this. I mean, my God, how many of you out there are still waiting for this mod to be released? How many of you are waiting for me to finally get the Landau in whatever manner or form it is in a working state in San Andreas? But no, apparently that's not good enough. I'm a disrespectful, not hardworking 3D modeler. So basically, I want nothing more to do with these GTA Legend people, because some of them I'm still cool with. But the fact that one of their main guys is willing to disrespect me, to act as if I'm dragging the team down when I seem to be the only one doing anything on that page, when I'm the one who's asking questions because I want to know how to do it myself. Or if, at the very least, if they would get off their butts and help me, that would be great. But they're not doing that. Now, are they? No, of course they are not, because it always comes down to me. So while I have a rogue Skinner out there and I have a rogue tech person out there, basically put at this point in time, until they produce work, which they will be credited for as they would have been anyways, it's down to me. I have no one helping me, and if anything, I have people who consider themselves legends calling my stuff and acting as if all I've ever done is stolen from everybody else, that I don't do my own work. I've had this kind of conversation with somebody before. I hand drew by eye somebody's work, and it was very close, but it was still quite off because my eye tends to wander in terms of the line work of somebody else's work. Somebody tried to call me out on it, saying I was a dirty tracer. I never trace, by the way, but I digress. I don't begrudge people who learn by tracing, because actually that's partly how I learned how to draw and refine my mind's eye when drawing. So I had to make a whole series of pictures in Photoshop to show what the original artwork was versus my scanned line work, then show my scanned ink work, then show my digital painting work, and also show an overlay to show that there is no possible way I could have traced it, or if I did trace it, I incompetently traced it. I'm glad on some levels that some people think that I do such great work that it looks like I copied directly from an artist. I don't do that, though. And the fact that people would try to act like they're calling me out, that I've been a fraud this whole time, I've had to work myself up from feeling like maybe I am a fraud because I don't always do things in the structured fashion when starting to draw. And I'm not always doing things necessarily in terms of modeling, in terms of starting to model, because I don't really do spline modeling. I do a thing where I use planes and I connect them together and I weld verts and all this other stuff, and I get along quite well with that. Although my Mack truck was mostly made through box modeling, and that's what kind of made my skinner's eyes twitch a bit when trying to skin it. And I'm sorry, Andy, for all the work that you had to do. Work that, by the way, your buddies decided to spit on and act as if I stole it without giving you any credit. Of course I gave you credit, and I would hope you would straighten out some of your friends, but frankly, if this is the kind of treatment I'm going to get from that forum, then screw it. I'm tired of people acting as if I'm not on the level. I have been as transparent with people artistically as I possibly can, and if they can't understand that I actually have talent, then they can take a very long walk off a short pier for all I care, because I'm tired of this. But I'm even more tired of the fact that this mod is down to me for the umpteenth time. When I had people assuring me up and down, oh no, Octavius, we'll help, we'll take care of you, we're good people, we care about your mod, only to meet with this. So I've got a Thunderdome plane that cannot be correctly phrased for at least San Andreas, and I don't think I got it correctly phrased for Vice City. And instead of having somebody helping me, instead of having somebody do something to help a noob like me who's having to relearn all of this stuff after a 4-year absence from actually actively modding for Grand Theft Auto. But no, I'm the disrespectful, not hardworking a-hole. Part of me wonders why I came out of retirement if this was going to be my nice welcome. As I don't feel welcomed. I feel like I've been spit on and pissed on and kicked in the gut. I can appreciate that some of you don't like that I have used some donated models with their permission. But I don't know. You know, I'm probably still going to keep modeling, but as far as this mod goes, I don't know the future. I've never been this insulted in the artistic community when it came to my modeling, ever. People understood, if you deal with me, you deal with somebody who will give credit where credit is due. And now I've got this person up my butt trying to claim that he knows, that he's very sure that I don't do my own work. And I can't tell you, considering how many of my models have been stolen, I can't tell you how angry that makes me, how hurt that makes me. So I'm going to probably keep modeling. But as far as the future of this mod goes, I have nothing more that I think I can tell you guys. What little help I was getting from these legends has basically evaporated, and I'm not going to stand to be in the company of people who would be so fucking disrespectful to me, pardon my language.